The Mississippi Children's Museum Meridian has partnered with Culture City to make their museum a sensory-inclusive environment. Twin States News' Jasmine Stevenson visited the museum to find out how this will benefit individuals.
1 in 6 individuals have sensory needs. The Children's Museum is fun, bright, and oftentimes loud, but those same qualities could be a bit much for some.
Oftentimes for these individuals and families who have sensory needs, going to events, public places like museums, science centers can be very difficult. The environment is very overwhelming, whether it be crowds, lights, sounds, other external stimuli.
Meridian's Children's Museum has become the first in the state to become sensory inclusive.
We want everyone who comes to the Mississippi Children's Museum Meridian to have an excellent experience. We want them to engage and enjoy and play and learn to the best of their ability. And we believe that providing this training for our staff, providing the sensory kits, the signage, the special areas for the children and families, we're only going to make sure that we are inclusive for all.
To accommodate those with sensory needs, the museum staff have been trained, and they even have sensory bags filled with objects used to help when an environment is becoming overwhelming.
Well, how many times have each of us left the house and we forgot something, whether it's a phone charger, our wallet, anything, or either we get to the parking lot and we're packing up our strollers, we're walking in and we get to the front door and we say, oh shoot, I just forgot this in the car. Well, that happens to families sometimes where they forget their headphones or their fidgets, or they don't realize that they necessarily needed that tool. So by having sensory bags on site, it allows those families again to have an additional layer of tools here that they can utilize.
The Mississippi Children's Museum of Meridian hosted its first Sensory Day in April, and they say they have more to come in the future. Jasmine Stevenson, Twin States News, Meridian.